Hey guys, it's Charlie. It's April the 7th, Wednesday. And I wanted to talk about the new America and where we're at, where we came from, and where we're going. First of all, over a year ago, back in actually at the end of the Bush administration, people like me were coming on YouTube or coming on the radio or seeking a voice, crying out saying, this is insane. We cannot spend our futures away for the want of a few Wall Street banksters and their criminal enterprises that have collapsed our economy here in the United States and around the world for that matter. We were told to shut up, let the big boys handle it, we know what to do to fix the problem. So we did. They passed legislation even though 1,001 people did not want it. They held meeting after meeting behind closed doors, and the next thing you know, our government now owns auto industry, insurance industry, in bed with the banking industry. I don't even know who's controlling who anymore. But the fact of the matter is, this representative republic is no longer. We don't even have a democracy in this country. We have some kind of bastardized, colluded corporatocracy where we have Wall Street and special interests writing legislation that our so-called representatives pass, shove down our throat, and tell us it's best for us. This is absolute, the new insane America. So welcome on board. Now, with that being said, with that as your filter, I listened to an article today on Fox News Radio. It was a UAW spokesman who came on and was defending his case for the UAW suing General Motors for $450 million for the pension of the UAW. Now, I don't care if you're a UAW worker or you live in Michigan or Detroit. I don't care. I'm beyond caring anymore what bailout or handout you think you're entitled to. No matter what level you are in the social strata, you deserve a job just like I deserve a job, just like my neighbor deserves a job. Nobody is deserving more than anybody else. We are all created equal. It doesn't matter if you're getting $150 sucked out of your paycheck a month to be a union member. Tough. Too bad. The whole country's suffering. Why do we have to pay General Motors $50 billion in bailout money? We, the taxpayers, allegedly get 60% control of that. They get 17% control of it, and they don't lose a damn thing. And in fact, when they feel they've been slighted by a Delphi bankruptcy, they sue General Motors, basically you and I, for $450 million more. It gets better. When the spokesman for the union is questioned on, well, isn't it the union's fault for the partially their fault for the downfall of these companies? Maybe the American people are just upset because of all the tax money that's gone into these companies. This is his answer on how you can get your money back out of GM.
We as taxpayers have a big chunk of this company, and many who saw this company taken over by taxpayers argue that it got in its predicament because of a very heavy union and related obligations. Are you just digging them deeper in a hole?
Oh, no, and I'll tell you how to solve this problem. If the American taxpayers want their money back, then invest in GM. I mean, it used to be that we didn't build the greatest products, now we do. So if we want our taxpayer money back of 60% and our Viva money back of 17.5, then buy an American product and support a corporation that you...
Yeah, that's his answer. America, you want your money back? You want your $50 billion investment in General Motors back? You better buy American. You better buy GM. Unbelievable. The unbelievable arrogance, the unbelievable swagger of this union goon is beyond frustrating. It's beyond infuriating. The American people, absolutely dead set against their will, saved this corporation. We did not want it. We wanted it to fail. Why? Because they were failures. We want somebody to come in, take it over, that will do a better job. And if the unions are partially at fault for the failure of this company, then they should go away with them. The fact of the matter is, they lost billions of dollars last year. Not above and beyond the $50 billion they owe the American taxpayer. And this piece of filth is coming on the radio saying, You want your money back? You better buy American. Oh yeah, we want $450 million more for an agreement from Delphi, from their bankruptcy. Since when did the criminal thugs who extort money from their members go on television, go on the radio, and make demands of the American taxpayer? Since when? Since we live in the new America, that's when. Why? Is it because this man is a genius? He's an industrialist? He's going to create thousands of jobs and bring us out of recession? Bring us out of this depression? Hell no! He controls a voting bloc. That's his pedigree. That's what he's doing. And that's why he's getting paid lip service. And that's why he's going to get paid off. It's unbelievable. If you're not furious about this, check your pulse. Along with that, if you're potentially one of the sheeple who actually believe that higher taxes aren't coming. You know, last year at Tax Day protests, we saw CNN drag people on television and say, what are you protesting? Higher taxes. And the reporters all glee and glum and in their face saying, don't you know you just got a payroll tax of $12 a week? That is the reason we were out there, because we understood that we cannot bail out Wall Street to the tune of trillions of dollars and then expand government, quadruple the size of government, and do it with a tax on the top 1% of the rich. We are not ignorant, even though you treat us like that when you come on television, as our representatives do, and call us astroturf or mouth breathers or Republican plants or whatever. The game has got to end. This is not sustainable. And who do we hear the truth from? None other than former Federal Reserve Chair Paul Volcker, current administration advisor in economics. He at least has the guts to tell the Wall Street Journal that, yes, hey, a value-added tax, it's no longer a toxic thing to talk about. And it isn't a bad thing to tax if we need to spend. Guys, Europe has a 20% value-added tax. Everything that is produced in that country, when it goes from a raw material, it's taxed. When it goes to the factory, it's taxed. When it goes onto a truck, it's taxed. When it goes onto a store shelf, it's taxed. And when it's sold to the citizens of Europe, it's taxed. Taxes are going up. This isn't going to be for the top 1%. This is going to be for the masses, the middle class who still have jobs. It's a way to have a national sales tax. It isn't going to replace any of your other taxes. It's going to be in addition to your taxes. Don't you see? The top 1%, they can't tax them enough to pay for their new America, for their utopia. They have to fleece the middle class. When it was for Wall Street, they didn't even tell you they were going to do it. They lied to you. They went before Congress and said $700 billion or it's over. Now they're telling you ahead of time, hey, after the November elections, a value-added tax is coming. You better be ready. Wake up, America. They're destroying this country right before your eyes. That's all I got.